Back to the Supremely Black Podcast. This is your boy D Rose. Just to start it off, we'll get right into it. My condolences goes out to Jelani Day and Gabby Petito. This is something that has been weighing heavy on my heart today, as we found out a lot of different things in regards to both of those cases. Just to kind of inform people that aren't aware of it, Jelani Day was a 25-year-old black male college graduate that went missing on August 25th. There was a body found by the police in the area on September 4th. Gabby Petito was a 22-year-old white woman from Wyoming that had went on a hiking trip, I want to say, with her fiance, and allegedly he had some dealings or in regards to how she came up missing. But she's been missing since the last week of August. So these people coming up missing were around the same time. This was actually reported on September 11th, and the body was found on September 9th and confirmed, on September 21st. Now, the police had mentioned or allowed the family to identify and found out, okay, that this was Gabby in regards to the situation, right? There's been a major push around Jelani Day. I've seen it a lot personally myself. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it being shared on Facebook, Instagram, a lot. But the sad part about it is that it's a lot of different instances where people are now saying that mass media has a thing called missing white woman syndrome, so where they overly sensationalize when a white woman is missing, and then people of color do not get the same attention. And it's very unfortunate that is actually even something that we even have to cover as Americans, because I feel as if that everybody should get the same justice and the same attention. But when you think about his body being found on September 4th and the family being denied of the opportunity to even identify to see if this is a Jelani Day, and the day that his mother is actually supposed to be going on Roland Martin Unfiltered. She was pushing a lot, trying to get a lot of attention, because it's not that she felt her son wasn't getting the same attention that Gabby was. And it's very unfortunate that we're even in a place in America to where there are big differences. And so my thing is when you think about the differences, I know we always want to say, hey, don't look at it as race, and we don't want to look at it as such. But the real raw truth is that this is even hard to speak on, because there are big differences, right? You think about Kanika Jenkins, that's still unsolved. You think about the missing child ring that was busted in Miami, Florida, and Atlanta, Georgia, and it involved a lot of black children. And it's from sex trafficking to human trafficking, and there's been a lot of things going on. And you could see that there was an immediate response from law enforcement in regards to Gabby Petito, and it was dominating mainstream, and where we had to pick and claw and fight for Jelani to even make it on just mainstream, to where everybody's talking about it, not just a certain demographic or certain people that want to get involved with it. So that's where we're at right now, right? It's why is there such a big difference? Why do we even have a certain thing that people would even consider missing white woman syndrome? And you know, the real truth is that it happens. And it's going to make people feel a way. You think about the injustice still with Breonna Taylor. That's still a case that people would like to just breeze over and act as if it doesn't happen. There is a difference of how major media covers a missing white woman or missing white people. And people of color are just like, hey, this is missing. They run one thing that almost feels like an ad, and it's on to the next, unless we continue to push for it to be mainstream, as it is with Gabby, right? So that's my thoughts on it, right? And again, to both sides of the family, because I understand that it's a very sensitive subject. The family and friends, they lost a sister, potentially, you know, an aunt, a woman, and on the other side for Jelani, the same. They lost a brother, an uncle, he looked like he was very set up for success, and both of them are very young. They're early in their 20s, mid-20s, right? It's just very unfortunate that this is the place that we're at, right? So one of the key things that I would just like to leave you all with is that when you see the big differences, and I really just went straight into the facts because we don't want to speak on anything that's alleged, look at the time frames of when they found the body on September 4th and when she was reported on September 11th, how fast her family was identified or told of that this was her body. And then you look at how long, it's 3 weeks that Jelani's mother has known nothing, and they've had a body since September 4th. And then since there's been a major push, they come out and just say, hey, we found his body in a river. I don't even want to know what that feels like. But again, my condolences to both sides. So what I will say is to close it out with this. Please make sure that you all, if you like this video, like it, share it, comment. But what I would love for you all to do is drop your comments to think and drop the ideas of what do you think we could actually do to remove this disparity where we would have people saying that there is more care about a missing white woman than it is people of color. Drop your ideas. Understand that it's something that's very passionate and people really care about, but definitely leave your thoughtful ideas and say of what we can actually do to get around this, because we would be ignorant to say that there isn't a big difference in regards to how we address the missing people in general, and especially when it's people of color. It does not get the same attention, and that's definitely something that we need to fix. So leave those comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. To my queens out there, put your crown on to the side. To my kings out there, put your crown on to the side. Again, this is your boy D Rose, and I'm out.